So I just got off the Zoom with a client, one of my VOHeroes pros, who was facing a challenge in her acting career that was spilling over into her voiceover career, that was spilling over into her personal life. And after talking about it for a while, we came to a conclusion that saved her a ton of time, and I think might save you a ton of time as well when you face challenges. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it in this episode of the VOHeroes podcast. So the more we got into the problem, the challenge, the question that she had for me, we just did a private coaching session, the more it was apparent to me that there was one question that she hadn't asked herself when it came to this particular challenge. And the question was, is this actually a real problem? Or is this something that she had manufactured, worried about needlessly, made up, created a narrative that served her fear rather than her confidence? And the answer turned out to be yes. She was worried about some potential issue in the future about what she was going through. And look, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Look at all the opportunities, look at all the options, look at all the possible outcomes. But when doing so, please be sure to ask the question, is the thing that I'm most worried about, or is the thing that I'm concerned could pop up and bite me in the butt, is it actually a real thing? Is it actually possible? Look, sometimes, yeah, it's actually possible. And sometimes it could actually bite you in the butt. But if you ask that question, is this real or is this imagined? Is this probably a possibility or even close to that? As opposed to, yeah, it's not likely at all that this might happen. Or is it even possible for this thing to happen? When you can sort of take each one of those potential outcomes to what you're facing and rank it on its reality, you'll find that you can throw away an awful lot of things that you're probably currently worrying about, and you don't have to. So my advice is, when you're worried about something, immediately think to yourself, okay, I'm worried about X. I'm worried about a boulder falling on me from atop a mountain, and I have to ask, do I even live near a mountain? Am I going to be going by a mountain? Am I going to be taking a mountain pass? Just ask yourself the question, is this a real problem? Is this a real possibility? Or is it something that, in my zeal to be prepared and to be inclusive of all of the potential pitfalls and problems, is it something I just kind of made up? We do it all the time. We do it. And so just check yourself before you wreck yourself. I'm sorry. I'm a child of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. So what can I say? But do that. And that'll save you a lot of time. I hope that helps. I really do. Let me know in the comments below if you face this from time to time, if this is something that potentially could be of use to you. Please feel free to hit the like button as hard as you want without damaging your keyboard. You can be notified when future episodes are released by subscribing to the channel and clicking on the notification bell. It makes a nice little ding. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. I thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of the VOHeroes podcast.